Hi, Carol. Carol Ann. Hello. This is Yang Taiji section 3 class. And today we are going to work on Fair Lady 2. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a warm up by going from cross hands through Fair Lady 1. And then we'll do a little bit of review on Fair Lady 1, and then we'll go on to Fair Lady 2. Okay? So I'm going to turn around and we're going to start at cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Turn the left toe almost to straight. Shift back, separate hands, pull back the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike. Roll back. Circle your arms, shift your weight back, and turn to the side. Press. Pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push out. Diagonal single whip. Shift back, flatten your hands. Turn and pull. Press down. Shift back. Hook hand. Diagonal single whip. Wild horse parts its mane. Shift back. Turn. Pass the corner almost to straight. Come back. Pull in the right. Look back. Shift and open. Two, shift back, pull in the left, look back, step, and open. Three, shift back, turn your hands, come back and pull in the right, step out, and open. Transition to grasp the sparrow's tail. Turn the right foot to the corner, shift the weight back, pull in the left, step out, left ward off, right ward off, shift right, step and close, right ward off, roll back, reach to the corner, shift your weight, pull to the other corner, press, pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push. Single whip. Shift weight back, flatten your hands, pull and turn, all the way around, push down, release the left, hook hand with the right, ward off with the left, standing ward off step, deflect, and strike. Fair Lady works the shuttles. One, shift to the right, make your ward off with the left as you turn your left foot. Two, shift back toward the left, release the right toe, open the palm, step and turn, shift all your weight forward as you're passing palm, open, strike. How did that go? Okay.
I just had a quick question. When you say 1 and 2 fair ladies, is the fair lady works a shuttle? There's 2 of them
There are 4 of them.
all together at one time? Or
Yeah, it's just that I'm teaching them separately because it would be a lot to teach all 4 at once.
okay, so you do single whip and then you do 4 fair lady works a shuttle and then you go into the rest. Oh, okay.
Yes. So the first fair lady is in some ways the most difficult in terms of the amount of talking that I have to do to account for all the turns and all that kind of stuff. The second fair lady is simpler in terms of the talking, but harder in terms of physically doing it. So what you're doing with the 4 fair ladies is, if you were starting north, at the end of the first fair lady, you're facing northeast, right? Your next corner is going to be northwest, except that you're going to do it the hard way, which is you're going to do it by way of south. So you're going from northeast to northwest by way of south. So the fair ladies are all similar in that they all end up with a ward off toward the top and a strike. Okay, it might be striking with the left hand or striking with the right hand, but it's always a ward off that looks like white crane and a strike that looks like brush knee. Okay, the difference between the strikes for the fair lady in terms of how the execution works is, in the end, you're going like this. It's coming out from your shoulder. The difference is when you're doing brush knee, your hand is here, okay? In fair lady, your hand is like this. It's in the same position, but the palm is in a different position, okay? So that's the main difference. And just as in brush knee, you want to make sure that you are not here, okay? You want to maintain that round shape. So make sure that before your strike, you are not having your elbow too far back, okay? So let's do a quick review of Fair Lady 1, and then we'll go on to Fair Lady 2. I'm going to go the same direction as you because you already know the move. Okay, so if we are at single whip, I use a 6 count even though there are only 5 turns. Okay, so 1, I'm shifting back. I'm turning the left foot 135 degrees and making a ward-off shape with the left hand. 2, I'm shifting my weight back, releasing the right toe and releasing my hook hand. 3, I'm stepping to face the corner, to face the side, and turning my hand toward the corner. 4, passing palm. The left goes under the right and all the weight goes on the right. 5, open. And 6, shift weight strike. Okay, are there any questions on that one? Okay, if there aren't any questions, let's go on to Fair Lady 2. I'm going to do it in the same direction as you to show you the whole move. And then we'll break it down and do the footwork and the hands separately. Okay, so at the end of Fair Lady 1, you're here. Fair Lady 2, you press down, you turn, passing palm, open, and strike. So if you think in terms of the footwork, what you're doing is you are going from a bow stance to that corner and turning around and making a bow stance to the other corner. And the reason this is difficult is that you're essentially shifting your weight back so that you free up the left foot so that it can turn. And where is it going to turn? It's going to turn straight. So it's going to turn 135 degrees. Then you're going to release the right foot and you're going to make a bow stance to that corner and turn this foot to the side so that you have shoulders width apart. Okay. So what this requires is pretty flexible hips, essentially, because you have to be able to turn this foot all the way here. If you cannot make it there, what happens is that the next step is very, very difficult because it's really hard. If you don't make it to here, if you're only to here, then it's really hard to make a bow stance to that corner. So there are a couple of ways to adjust for that. If you aren't quite flexible enough to make that, one is, let's say that you can only make it to here, okay? You're going that way instead of that way. What you could do is turn on the ball of your foot and adjust it so that it's straight. And then you can make your bow stance up that way. But there is another problem. The bow stance out that way is actually the same step as diagonal flying. So if you had trouble doing diagonal flying, you are going to have trouble doing this one. So if you have trouble doing both of these, then the cheat, in quotes, is if you come here and go as far as you can, then essentially step behind and turn this foot to the side and then make your bow stance. That's much, much easier. And it allows you to make a good bow stance in both instances. So I'll show you both ways. You have a bow stance going that way. You turn so that you're straight. Then you pull in and come out, make your bow stance. Basically, you shift kind of like a heel ball toe type thing. And at the end, you turn. And then you have a bow stance to the corner. The other way, if you can't make the turn this to here and can't make the turn to the corner, is you go as far as you can, step back, turn this foot to the straight, or rather to the side, and then make a regular bow stance. So it's as if you were reversing the order of the stepping. So whereas the correct way of doing it is 135 degrees to the straight, come in, step out, and then at the end, turn this foot to the side. In this modified way, you vary the order and you essentially come as far as you can. Step back is like a, what they call a T-step, and then turn this first and then step out. Okay? So
And
I'm
that works
just
perfectly. And that works perfectly. I've been doing it that way since you taught it. Perfect.
well, you know, you have to adjust, right? If you can't make it to the side, then you adjust your stepping so that you end up with a bow stance to that corner. Okay? Now let's look at the hands. So you started off, I'm going to try to do it without the feet, and just so that you can see what it looks like. So essentially, when you start here, what I want you to do for number one is come down. So if I were doing it toward you, imagine that I have a line from my sternum to the corner. When I'm here, I have a line from the sternum to the corner. I'm going to place my hands on that line. It's going to be like this. And it's going to look like this hand's fingers are pointed to my forearm center, right? So when I am here and I'm coming down, I am coming down on that line. And what I'm doing is I'm pushing down on somebody who's trying to strike me. So his hand is coming down and I'm pushing down. And the next thing I do is I pull. I pull around. So it's hard to do standing still. So I'm pulling around, okay? When I pull around, my hands are still facing forward, okay? It's like I have my tree shape, except my palms are forward, are down. Can you see that? So I'm pulling, I have that. It should feel kind of like single whip. Remember when you were doing single whip, you were pulling around? Well, it should have that same feeling, okay? Then as you shift your weight back, you turn your hands and you're going to start doing passing palm. You're going to pull in the right, and then you're going to step and close, okay? Then as you flatten, when you step and close, you just put your heel down. As you flatten your foot, you're going to get ready to do your strike. Then you're going to strike. So what does a strike look like? A strike looks like the finishing of this ward off at the top and a strike forward. So you're going like this. Okay, you came here and you go like this. So let me think about directions. Let's say I'm here. I'm going to do it in a direction not the same as you, just so that you can see my hands. Okay, so I started here. Then I come down. I'm going to turn around. You see my left foot is to the straight. Then as I come around, I step and close. Then as I shift my weight, I open my hands and then strike.
What arm is what when you're turning around? Which arm is striking and which arm is up when you end?
The exact opposite of the first one. So it's the right hand up and the left hand striking. So when you ended the first one, you had the left hand up and the right hand striking, right? Here, you're coming down, you're turning, passing palm, close and step, open, strike. So you're striking and turning this foot at the same time. So it's similar but different. And the footwork is harder. The hard thing about this is that you must be moving continuously. Okay, so what you have to do is when you're here, you come down and you do not stop. You see that? Can you see that? One of the things about not stopping is it keeps the center of your spine between your legs. Okay, you are not going to get into any of these weird positions if you keep moving, because your inertia will help keep your body centered between your legs. So you're here, you push down, okay? You're shifting your weight to the back foot. Then you're turning. Shift weight back, cross and step, open, strike.
Can you do it when you do it one more time? Can you, just because I'm having a hard time with my arms, can you say which arm is going under, left and right? So I'm making sure it's the right one because
Okay, so at the end of Fair Lady 1, I have ward off up with the left, strike with the right. Okay, I'm coming down, shift weight back, hands go on this line between my sternum and the corner. Then pull, turning the back foot to the straight. Then shift weight back, I turn my hands, right hand goes under the left, close and step. Then as I shift my weight, the right goes up, the left is cocked and ready to strike, and strike. So the left is striking, the right is warding off.
Could you do that with the two adjustments,
Okay,
please?
so if I'm here and I'm coming down and I'm coming here and I'm going as far as I can and I step back, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
You had said on the first adjustment to turn the toe of your left foot.
So I'm turning the toe of my left foot as far as I can,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Then I step back with the right.
So you have to have your weight on your right foot to be able to do that.
Right.
Yes.
So I step back with the right, and then I turn my left foot to the straight.
On the heel. Okay.
On the heel, right? As I close. So it's the order is slightly different because the order is going to look more like Fair Lady 1, because then I'm going to step and strike, just like Fair Lady 1. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm going to do it one more time this way.
Yeah, and can you just, I'm for some reason having a hard time. I just learned the other Fair Lady and I'm having a hard time doing my arms the opposite. And it's getting started. So when I'm turned and I have my hands this way, can you just say what arm, left or right, is going under? Because I don't get
Okay,
it.
so
That takes a long time to coordinate, believe me. It takes a long time to coordinate. So just be patient.
this is like when Fang Lao Shi first taught various movements. He says, "Oh, just do it mirror image," and you can say that, but it's really hard for someone to say, "Oh, just do mirror image."
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Okay, so at the end of Fair Lady 1, okay, you're warding off with the left, you're striking with the right. Okay, you're pressing down in the line toward the corner. Then you're pulling with the right first. The left is following as you turn your left foot.
And your
Okay.
weight is on your right foot at this point, correct?
Well, what happens is your weight is on the right foot because you're turning your left foot.
Correct.
Okay, then as you turn your palms, you're shifting your weight to the left. Okay, you're passing palm and step and close. So the right goes under the left. As you step in,
under the left. The
Right.
right palm goes under the left.
the right palm goes
Yes.
under the left. Okay, and as you flatten your foot, you shift your weight toward the right. And as you make, basically, as you ward off from the top, you strike with the left. And at the same time, you're closing the left foot. And that's how you make your bow stance in this particular one. And that's why the adaptation is easier, because the adaptation is more like number 1.
And I have to remember too that the arm that goes under is the one that goes to the forehead at the end.
Yes.
A helpful hint, I don't know if it will work for you all, but the way I remember what hand goes under, whatever, is the first turn, the left hand, so it's odd number, left hand under. Second one is even, right hand goes under. So even numbers, right hand, odd numbers, left hand.
Good.
I don't know if that will help, but that's how I learned to remember.
Good. I like
Good
that.
tip. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so at the end of Fair Lady 1, right hand is striking, left hand is blocking, warding off. Then press down. Right hand starts pulling, left hand follows. Right, all the weight is on the right because the left foot is turning. Then weight shifts to the left, palms turn. And you start making your passing palm, step and close. Right is under left. Start shifting weight and strike, basically ward off strike at the same time as you turn your left foot. Questions? Okay, so let's do it again. End of first fair lady. Okay, striking with the right, ward off with the left. Push down in a line to the corner. Then shifting all the way to the right, turn. Left toe turns to the straight. Shift weight back, turn your palms over. Passing palm. Step and close. Start shifting weight as you separate your hands and ward off strike and turn your left toe to the side. Okay, one more time. End of Fair Lady 1. Right hand striking, left hand warding off. Press down, shift weight to the back. Pull, turn your left toe to the straight. Shift weight back, turn your palms, passing palm, step and close. Start shifting weight, opening, ward off strike. So one of the problems that often happens when you're turning is that there is a tendency to lead with your elbow. You have to remember to keep your body shape as you turn. So when you're here, so when you are coming back before your strike, the reason you don't get behind yourself is your body is turning. So because your body is turning, then you don't end up getting too far behind yourself because your body is forcing your hand to go with it. Okay? So you're here. If you keep moving, you'll find it's easier because if you keep moving, your body will stay centered. Okay? You get into trouble if your body gets to, like you get your hip over to one side or something like that, then you really get into trouble. Okay? So keep moving, keep your body shape. Okay? So when you're here, press down, all the weight is on the right, turn the left foot as you pull, turn your hands as you shift weight back, step and close, shift weight open, turn and strike. So basically, the energy for your strike comes largely from your waist turn. Okay? Because you're turning and striking at the same time. Are there any questions? I think it's probably just practice, right? Okay, let's put it together. Let's do it from single whip, and we'll do Fair Lady 1 and Fair Lady 2 together. Okay, so I'm going to go the same direction as you. So we're at single whip, Fair Lady 1. Shift weight to the right. Make your left ward off as you turn your left foot. turn toward the front, release the left foot and release your hook hand. Step to the side and turn your hand. Passing palm as you shift your weight to the right. Open, strike. 2, press down, shift weight back. Turn your left foot to the straight. Come back, step and close. Shift weight open. Turn and strike.
Rita,
Yeah,
I have a question.
yes.
After you're done with the first fair lady,
Yeah,
you're bring your hand down all the way around. When do you turn the palm up?
when
At
you
what
shift
time?
your weight back. So you're here at the end of Fair Lady 1. You shift your weight back and you push down.
Yeah.
Then you turn. Now you're going to shift your weight to the left side. When you shift the left, you turn your palms. Step and close. Separate. Strike and ward off.
Okay, just to make sure.
Yeah, so it's when after you're here and you shift your weight back, then you turn your palms and step and close. Shift, strike.
And so you're facing 9 o'clock basically until you strike.
Well, you're
You start at
actually
6.
turning the whole time.
Yeah,
So in terms of facing though, okay, when you're here, you're facing the corner. Okay. When you're here, you're facing 6 o'clock, right? As
Yes.
you turn, you're going to face that corner as you step. Okay, step and close. Then you're going to look at the corner and strike. So your step and close, you're looking at the
about
corner.
7:30, about 7:30, yeah. Okay. Because it looked like there was an absolute turn when you struck. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying that.
Yes, because you're depending on the waist turn to deliver the power when you strike. So when you're opening, I'm facing the corner pretty much. But then as I shift and strike, my strike is a waist turn and my foot turns to the side.
Yes.
So the whole side of my body is turning as I strike.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
You've done this so often. It's old hat to you.
No, I pick up little details each time.
So are there any questions?
Practice.
Practice. Yes, that is true. So let's do it a couple of times from single whip because I'd like you to get the 2 moves together. And by the end of this, we should be able to string all 4 fair ladies into a single thing. Okay, so let's start by going to single whip. So single whip. So fair lady 1, shift weight to the right, turn the left foot 135 degrees, ward off with the left hand. Then shift to the left, you're facing 12 o'clock, and release the right toe and release the hook hand. Then step. The right foot goes to the side and the right hand turns over and faces the corner. Then passing palm, shift all the way to the right. Open, strike. 2, press down on a line to the corner. Shifting all your weight to the right. Turn your left foot to 6 o'clock. Shift your weight back. Turn your palms. Passing palm. Close and step. Shift weight. Open and strike. Don't forget to turn the left foot to the side when you strike. Okay? Let's do it again.
Very hard to do because half the time my back is to you. So I'm trying
Yeah,
to
I was trying
you.
to think of ways to do it so that it would be, let me do it one
Point
time
back,
in the reverse.
my
Okay.
back to you is how do I stand so I don't have my back.
Okay, so let me try doing it this way. This is 180 degrees from the way I was doing it before. Okay, so I am pressing down. I am turning. Passing palm, step and close. Open, strike. Can you see it
That
any
one-
better?
And that was Fair Ladies 4.
That's Fair Lady 4, essentially, yes. But it gives you a different view.
Yes.
That helped because I did the
Okay.
same direction as you. So most of the time I was facing my computer. So that helped.
Okay, so let's do it one more time that way. Okay, so we're here, we're pressing down, turning, shifting weight back and turning your hands. Step and close. Open, strike. I have to stand further back. Okay, one more time. Here. Press down, shifting weight back. Turn and pull. Shift weight back, turn your palms over. Passing palms, step and close. Separate, strike. Okay, let's do it from single whip. Single whip, Fair Lady 1, shift weight back, turn, make that left ward off and 135-degree turn. Shift weight, turn to the 12 o'clock. Release the left foot, release the hook hand. Step and turn over your right hand. Passing palm, shift all the way to the right. Open, strike. Fair Lady 2. Press down and shift weight back. Pull and turn. Shift weight back, turn over your palms. Step and close. Open, shift weight, strike. Okay, So if there aren't any questions, I'm thinking of doing all of the third section up to we know it as our closing for this class. Okay, so I'm going to start at cross hands and we're going to go all the way to Fair Lady 2. Okay. So cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right, turn the left toe almost to straight. Shift weight back, separate hands, pull in the right foot, swing, step, brush, strike, roll back, circle your arms, shift your weight back, turn to the side, press, pull in the right, detach the left, expand forward, push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push forward. Diagonal single whip. Shift back, flatten your hands, turn and pull, press down, release the left, make your hook hand, diagonal single whip. Wildflower parts its mane. Shift weight to the right. Turn. Past the corner almost to straight. Come back. Look past your elbow. Step and close. Open. Shift back. Step forward. Turn your hands. Come together. Step and close. Open. Shift back, step forward, turn your hands, close and look back, step and close, open. Transition to grasp the sparrow's tail. Turn the right foot to the corner, shift weight to the right, come in, step and close, left ward off. Right ward off, shift right, pull and ward off, step and close, right ward off. Roll back, reach to the corner, shift weight back to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, detach the left, expand forward. Push. Square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, push forward. Single whip, shift weight back, flatten your hands, turn and pull all the way around, push down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Fair Lady 1, shift weight right, turn, left foot to the corner, left ward off, 2, turn toward the straight, 3, step and turn over your right hand, 4, passing palm, shift all the way to the left, to the right, step and strike. 2, press down, turn, shift your weight, turn your hands, step and close, shift weight, turn and strike. Any questions? Okay. Well, your job for the next week is to practice. And try to smooth things out. That's the most important thing for Fair Lady 2 especially, because you want to get a continuous turn from what I described as the northeast to the northwest. Okay, so make sure that you keep moving and that you keep your upper body over your lower body so that you don't disconnect yourself. Okay.
I don't want to disconnect myself.
Sound good.
That could be dramatic.
That would be dramatic. This is true. But some people end up going with the top half going one way and the bottom half going the other way. It doesn't work out very well. So thank you very much for joining me for class. And I'll look forward to seeing you guys next week.
Thank you very much, Rita.
Thank you, Rita.
Okay.
Have a good
Thank you,
weekend.
Thank you,
Rita.
Rita.
Have a nice week.
You
You
too.
too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.